Hey everybody, Dan Sixsmith. Welcome back to Sales is King. Happy weekend. Hope everything's going well for you. So we wanted to talk today about are you playing to win in 2019? Are you playing to win in 2019? And I wanted to outline a modern selling approach um, that's going to enable you to win more deals in 2019. And what it is really, it's a combination of, and we've talked about this before, it's a combination of old school selling skills with new school selling skills. Easy for me to say. So let's break it down. Old school. This hasn't changed for decades. Positive mindset, right? Believing in yourself, solid foundation, right? Confidence and certainty are key. Certainty sells, confidence sells. Certainty attracts, confidence attracts. Very, very important, right? Number two, determination. You have to be determined, unflappable. Understand that rejection is part of the game. Keep pushing forward, right? We talked about confidence. Hustle, right? Hustle is something that is foundational to excellent selling. You have to keep moving fast, moving hard, pushing through, never stop. Next, follow up, right? Definitely an old school skill. You must follow up. You must stay in every deal. Next, you have to build rapport and make a connection, right? This hasn't changed in 100 years. And you do that by understanding what's important to the prospect. And then lastly, closing, right? Asking for the business, not being afraid. After all, this is our job. We need to go out, we need to ask for the business and move forward. By us asking for the business, the prospect is going to benefit because they are going to get our services. Now, what we need to do is take that old school foundation and layer on some of the new school digital approaches to selling today. Number one, deep subject matter expertise. And this could also be part of the old school, but how well do we know our solution? How well do we know our product, right? You think it's a given today, but sometimes, we come across salespeople that are not fully up to speed, that they don't know the product or service inside and out. But the other key thing about this subject matter expertise is you need to know the ecosystem that your solution plays in, right? It can't just be a narrowly defined widget. You have to talk about, the industry that you play in, right? How you help the greater ecosystem that's around your solution. What customers are experiencing, right? How your customers are selling, what your customers are doing with your solution to affect change, right? The competitors in the space, how your customers are leveraging your solution to win against competitors, right? This is the more strategic type of outlook that we need to bring to each and every sales engagement. Number two, deep research, right? The great thing about the digital economy is that we now have more information than ever before on the internet and on the social channels about the companies we're going to be meeting with, about the individuals that we're going to be meeting with. So the more research we can do to get deep into what they are going to bring to this meeting potentially is critical, right? So we need to know what's important to them, what they're sharing. We can go on to some of these investor reports. We can go online and see what is happening within the company. And then tailor our questions around that deep research, which is the next one, right? We've got to bring curiosity. Are we curious? Do we want to learn? Do we want to truly help and learn? And that comes with asking key, thoughtful, pointed questions. Curiosity is the next one. Next, empathize, right? We need to show that we care. We can't just ask questions for the sake of checking a box. We need to show that we care about the prospect's plight, that we've worked and helped and solved these issues before. Perhaps we've even experienced these issues ourselves, and tell them a story, right? Which is going to be the next one. Paint a picture of the future state. Talk about what they could potentially experience by working with you and what others have already experienced. And paint a picture of that. Tell a story. Give them a success story or two of things that you've worked on before that are similar. Next, follow a process, right? Every sales engagement today, particularly the complex ones, has a process involved. Are you leveraging the right people in the organization? Who do you bring in next? Do you adequately prepare those people, right? You need to make sure everyone is working toward and singing from the same sheet of music. Um, you know, uh, in terms of process, who's the budget holder on the customer side, right? Who are the decision makers? Who is the champion? How will you mobilize that champion? How will you get them to support you? And do you actually come out and ask that champion if they will support you in the initial meeting? All critical. Um, Next, selling value, right? Do you sell with value? Do you go in and focus on customer challenges, opportunities, initiatives? Or do you come in old school and start throwing up PowerPoints and talking about what you guys do, our founder, our history, our logos, our funding rounds, and me, myself, and I approach to sales, which absolutely does not work today. So, value selling, um, leveraging insights, right? Being able to paint the picture, tell a story, financially justify ROI is key. Um, Show them the money, right? Ultimately, you've got to show them how investing in you is going to return them uh, by 5x, 10x, etc. So think about, we're still early enough in 2019. Are you playing to win in 2019? Are you a modern seller? Do it.